right. Be Brazy. How's it going?
Tap in, man. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I just had to bounce on here and see what's going on everything.
Man, that's
Shout out
what
to my boy Cam for throwing me on this show. You know what I'm saying? I see you going crazy.
that's what it is, man. I appreciate it, man. You the one been going crazy, man. You've been having the internet on fire, man. Your Who's Who show, on YouTube, has been, doing numbers, gotten everybody talking, man. Where did this come from? I think you're probably like the first dude from jail to like have like an open podcast, just
Yeah,
out like
man.
that, man.
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. Good looking, man. That's the honor that's coming from you. Man, shit is to keep it real just came from me. Me and my bro just be in the cell popping, and we be smoking, drinking, and we just be talking about shit. We got the phone. We on the internet. You know what I mean? We know a gang of people from LA. That's what really goes on in our algorithm. It's all like I said. It's YouTube, the one that got cracked. In our algorithm, what I see is everybody from LA mostly, and people that I know or the person next to me know, and man, they just be on there, just be lying. So shit, we got on there, and I spoke on me fighting for extra. That's how it got started. I spoke on me fighting for extra and said, man, ain't no such thing as catching 10, 20 phase and all that. Man, and then everybody just blew up. Everybody just started, had their opinion about it, man. And shit, the who's who, that shit started. Who was who?
Okay, so that was the first time I heard about you. Can you take me through that day of the fade with 4 Extra? And what happened?
Right.
What caused it?
Look, man, no cap. This is exactly what happened without being on my side or his side. Look, no cap. I'm with J Hood. That's why I deal with. That's why I mess with him, because J Hood ain't never told. He ain't gonna pick sides and he a crip. So I was with J Hood and a dude named P Junior. Man, we were sitting on the steps in 22, 24 in the county. You know what I mean? And the only reason I just got like this is because he got on there like and said something else happened. So anyway, was popping on the steps in the county. Man, for extra just beat his case. This around this time he beat his case. That's how I remember it. He said it was 12 years. He said it was a long ass time ago. It couldn't be. He beat his case, so he beat his case, and we sitting there on the steps. He walked through the door and come upstairs, and he was like, and I ain't know him. So I'm sitting there talking to my bro, and then he when he come up, I'm like, hey, where you from? He like, I'm from 40 Crip. I'm like, yeah, I'm Baby Brace from Debunking. And he got like more extra out. He like, he from 40 Crip. He said it again. So I'm like, man, we gotta get down. We go to the day room. We close the door. Me and him start hitting. Me and him do our thing and whatever. And shit. That was that. Like,
What's the fight like?
The fight was cool. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I never said he can't squab nothing. I just said that he was doing a lot of grabbing, and I got the best of me but I'm, for sure I'm always say that. But he aggressive. He ain't no buster, none of that shit. Like, I was never woofing. I never got on here woofing or trying to be extra out or try to say I I did something that I didn't do. I just said what happened. I said we fought. I feel like when we went like 3 rounds, for sure I got over in only 2 rounds. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So I feel like I got the best of him, and that's just what I said. I ain't say like he did nothing weird, and then the police came. How it really went big is because the police came to the door. The police came to the door and was like the police that like bring him over there, or that gave him the okay to come over there or whatever. Came to the door and was like, hey man, what's going on? Like, man, you gotta leave. And he walked to the door and he had like his nose bleeding and shit. And he walked to the door and he told the police like he was good. So, I said that. I said, man, you walked to the door with your nose bleeding, you told the police you was good. I guess how it sound how it happened though. That's what happened. You get what I'm saying? So people took it as, man, that he went to the door with his shit bleeding ass like a snitch move or something, like shit, some shit like that. Like people, that's how it went blew up. It was like people in the comments saying, you walk to the shit with your nose bleeding and shit, talk to you say that to the police, your nose bleeding. like of course the police go get on you, or you know, it was shit like that. But I don't know.
Okay, now what was your reaction when you seen his no jumper response to it?
Man, I ain't even gonna lie, man. That's what made me. That's what made me right there say, man, the internet had you doing anything. Like I swear to God, man, the reaction of that, man, I really said the internet make you lie. It was no bloods out with me. He said it was some bloods right there. He said when I fought him, it was some bloods right there. He said he came over there breathing on bloods. He was just like pressing one of the bloods. In his video, he said, man, I was pressing one of the bloods. There was no bloods out right there. It was just J Hood. When he came, he seen the first people he seen was J Hood, me, and P Junior from Grape. That was the people that was out, and I think two extra from Showline was out. That's it though. There was no bloods. His reaction to me was it took him a minute to respond, but his reaction to me was he said that he was pressing one of the bloods, and I came over there and basically took up for one of the bloods. That shit never happened, and it was no bloods out. So that's why I was like, people get on this internet and start really lying. Like, he just came up with a whole story. Yeah, I drank water. I did drink water during the fight. We was fighting for a long time. I went to go drink water. He don't smoke or drink. I smoke. For sure, I drank some water. But that ain't nothing. We in the day room fighting for a long time. We good. We secured. Ain't no police in there. It's like a big ass ring with no time. We ain't got no time in it. So of course I'm drinking some water.
Okay, now after the fade, do you guys shake hands? Everything is good?
Yeah, it's crazy because after the fade on Everything I Love, we shook hands. This how we stopped fighting. We stopped fighting because on my mom, we stopped fighting. He shook my hand in the middle of his fight. We pushed each other off it, and it was like we was both like, you can tell when somebody like done, it's like it's good. Like he asked me what he's fighting me for. He like, nigga, but I'm squabbling with you, man. I got enemies over here. Like that's what he said. He like, man, I'm over here fighting you, nigga. I got real enemies over here. Like, man, get some enemies popped out. So I'm like, yup, don't trip. I put my shirt back on. I start going. I started going to. I'm trying to go get the people out that he want, who he really out. Really came over here for. Because he told me, he like, man, I'm over here fighting you. We don't need to beef on everything. He like, man, go give me some other niggas popped out. So that's what I went to go do. I tried to go do that, but the police already done took him and left him.
One thing I noticed while we doing this interview is that you have a broken hand now.
Yeah.
Can you talk about how you broke your hand?
When I started off, I ain't had no broken hand. Man, with the Quincy, I got a broken hand. I just man, I ain't gonna lie. Shit, I just got down one of my boys, one of my older boys, one of my older homies. I just got down one of the older homies and shit. I ended up breaking my hand. Me and him had like a little miscommunication regular. I broke my shit fighting. That was literally like shit. Some weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, whatever. I ended up fighting, broke my hand on him.
How bad did you break your hand? Like, where all did you break it at?
I broke it up here. Fucked over him. I fucked my hand up. I had shit. Me and my boy had some miscommunication. Boom, boom, boom. He rock up on me. It went bad. Shit, and I broke my hand. That's really what just happened. My older homie rocked up on me. I end up doing my shit on him and shit, and I broke my hand.
Okay, now can we take it back a little bit? I'd like to get to know you a little bit better. I know there's some stuff on the internet that we're not going to talk about, but what I'm saying, if we could just go back, like what was it like for you growing up? What was your family life like? Were you born and raised in LA, or when did you move to LA?
Yeah, I was born and raised in LA for sure. I was born and raised in LA. Shit, my granny, like when I came home, I was at my granny house on the east side in the Swans. My family lived in the Swans on the east side. Shit, when I was going to, because I was going to elementary school over there, during like pre-K, first grade, like shit like that. My mama got a house. We moved on Fig when I was in like 7, 8. Like I was around that age. We moved on Fig in the hood on 109th. Well, we really moved on 108th. Moved on 108th and shit. I started gangbanging. I started hanging with my friends and shit. Like everybody from over there. I was the youngest person, youngest one hanging around. Like when I was like 11, 12. When I was like 11, 12, my friends were like 16 and stuff. My friends are already like 16 and shit like that. 17-year-old boys and shit like that. I'm like 11, smoking with them, drinking with them. You know what I'm saying? Coming to my house. My mom's called everybody's son in the hood. You know, so shit. I just grew up around. I started growing up around different lanes. My mama was connected in a group with the older homies. You know, my mama was young at the time. She knew all these people. Mama messing with people, doing little shit like that. You get what I'm saying? But it's the hood. I'm a young homie growing up. So it was like that. I got my name from my big homie. My big homie named Brazy, a rapper. He low-key, like, ran this little generation. He was somebody in his little generation. So I just took that. You know what I'm saying? And I just keep it going. Shit.
Okay, now you were 11 years old. You know, how do you even link up with dudes that are 16 years old and hang out with them? You know what I'm saying? You probably weren't going to school with them.
Right. Nah, I wasn't going to school with them, but shit, they was all the ones in the area. Like, shit, I'd be outside in the front yard. You see people walking past. You see your friend, and if you see them walking past every other day, they in that area. You get what I'm saying? Like if I'm sitting in front of my yard and I see people walking past every day, they gotta be, most likely they gotta be from over there. They gotta be like kids from over there. So shit, I just start. I start like talking to everybody, meet people at stores, shit like that. Like keep it real. I just start talking to everybody, meet people at stores and stuff. These become my friends. Some of them I start going to school with. At school playing basketball, you know, shit like that. Everything wasn't really. It was gang banging, but it wasn't. It was like a little family thing. Like shit. Everybody that was all hanging with each other. We all did get put on the hood though. Shit.
Okay, now I think you mentioned you got put on at 12 years old. What was that day like?
Yeah, shit, mom. I was outside. I was outside, man. My older homie Juby. That was his name. Shit. He told her, he was telling everybody that like, man, like I still gotta get put on and shit like that. Like, man, I've been over here just gang banging and all that shit. You know, I've been over here with everybody like this whole time, but shit, I'm big enough to get put on now. So they took me to the back to like 16, 17-year-olds or everything that age on Jesus Christ. They was older. You know what I'm saying? They took me back there probably like 16 for sure. People that put me on was like 16. They put me on the hood. Packed me out, gave me, you know what I'm saying, regular little, you know what I'm saying, regular.
What did your mom think when she found out that you got put on?
My mama was damn near in the window because after it was done, that's the first person I locked eyes with, my mama. But she knew my older homies and shit like that, so it was like that. My mama was really didn't want me smoking and drinking. My mama dad was a person that did drugs. So my mama was like, man, long as you don't smoke, man, like you good. She wasn't never tripping on me hanging with no friends and none of that. My mama was a blood too. She got red rags all in her house and shit like that. So it was something like that. She was young. She was messing up. Now she ain't with that. She ain't with it no more. I'm not saying I had a bad mom or nothing, but that's what was going on. Like if you paint that picture, mama got red rags in her house and shit. Like her couch is red, shit like that going on. Like she was in the mix. She was missing. You know, my big homie, Big Brazy, she knew him and shit like that. Like, so that's who gave me my name. I ain't get my name. I ain't just claiming no name. You know what I'm saying? Got my name and all that.
After this happened, did your mom have a conversation with you or anything? You guys just moved on like nothing?
Man, I promise you, my mama told one day, mama told it was her and her friends. So I came back from home. I came home. I was I just smoked a black mouth or some shit. Like, it was something that stank. It had to be a black mouth. Like, I must have hit a black at young ass age or something. When I came home, I smelled like it. And my mama beat me up. And her homegirl was like, man, you just beat him up because he just came here smelling like that. But he just walked in the door with like 8 boys that was older than him, gang banged out. They looked like they was off drugs and shit like that. She like, but you just beat him up because you talking about he smell like smoke, like Doug. He smell like smoke. He come in with like grown ass men and shit like that. You get what I'm saying? So it was like that. Mama from there, like I remember that day. My mom was just like, man, so what? I just don't want him. I don't want him smoking none of that shit. I don't know. I never knew why she was on that until I got older. Like, smoking is bad. You can gangbang because some gangbangers be coming out good. You can get money. Gangbanging ain't just bad either. Like, you know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you do when you gangbang. Because gangbangers get money. They shit, it open up the door for a gang of stuff. It ain't just all about shooting and killing. None of that. That's not what my life is about either. Shit, I done had plenty of fun. I just got caught, I got caught up in this shit. Shit, I'm in jail though, but shit, it didn't define me though. You get what I'm saying? Like, what you rather me do? You rather me would have been in here and just, you know what I'm saying, just lay it out, whatever, or shit. I'm trying to do something. I make money. We make money. Me and bro, it's the who's. Man, we going crazy. And
How much did your life change after you got put on? What was school like?
After I got put on, shit, it's crazy because, man, I think my life was gonna be my life. Even if I wasn't a gangbanger, I ain't even gonna lie. I don't think me getting put on really didn't even matter. I think I was just gonna be who I was gonna be, and I was gonna hang with who I was gonna hang with. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I never was gonna. I don't know how to put it because it's some people that ain't from my hood that never got put on my hood, but they act just like me. They only hang with people just like me from the hood. You get what I'm saying? But they don't gangbang though. They never got put on, but they only hang with people. They only hang with the same people I hang with and shit like that. So I think I was gonna be one of them.
Okay. What about school? How did school change for you?
Shit, school really, I hated school as a youngster. I really hated school. I don't like going to school. I was all the way against it. But shit, man, that's where I messed up at. The school, man. People better go to school. I'm not promoting no. My channel don't promote no bad stuff. Really, like I really want to get that through people. Like, if it look like I do, I apologize, especially to the youth. When it look like I'm promoting shit like that, you get what I'm saying? But fuck it. Man, I just speak on my life. It is what it is.
Okay, so did you graduate from high school or what happened?
I graduated from high school. I done been in college classes. Hell yeah. I graduated from high school.
Okay, but
I'm smart as hell.
But you caught a case at 16, right?
Yeah, I caught a case at 16, but you gotta still go to school. You go to school in jail, you gotta go to school in jail. You don't go to school in jail, you ain't coming out your room. And why? If you don't go to school, you ain't coming out your room. That's how it is. You gotta go to school. They pushing you for you to get your GED or graduate. I graduated high school. I took college courses and all that.
Okay, can you talk?
Yeah, huh?
I was just gonna say, can you talk about what you got locked up for?
Yeah, I got locked up for I got locked up for murder when I was young. I got locked up. First time I got locked up for murder when I was young. This time I got locked up for like a little shootout type shit. I got locked up for some shit like that and shit. Wrap that up. I got a little time, whatever, and shit. I'm just doing this. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to let me being in jail define me and make me can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm in jail, but my mind not in jail. As long as your mind not in jail, you can do whatever.
Okay, now you get locked up for the hot one, and how much time did you spend fighting it? What was your thought process like? Were they trying to give you life, or did they try you as an adult or a kid?
Nah, when I was a kid, yeah, they charged me as a kid. Yeah, they charged me as a kid. I went to the Y when I was 16. I went to the Y when I was 16, and shit. Yeah, I went to the Y when I was 16. I was in the Y for a minute. I got out 23, 24, and shit. Yeah, I got out 23, 24. I was out there. I was living in Orange County back and forth. I was in the set in LA, going crazy, partying and all that. Fucking, just living my life. I was working all the shit. I was regular. I'm regular, and I end up coming to jail like a little while later. I ended up coming to jail for this shit. Been in jail since 2016. I came in jail for like some little shooting shit and all that shit. I'm getting back on my appeal right now. No, but until then, I don't let this shit define me, and then I try to keep it going.
Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what you gotta do, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hang in there.
Oh man, I just try to be the same shit everybody. I try to keep up with the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man. You got to do it regardless. I got a family. You know what I'm saying? It's still bills. Everything got to be paid. Everything is still going. You get what I mean?
I hear you.
That's it, man. Everything, man. Shout out to the Who's Who's. Bro, you got me on here. God in heaven, man. It was an honor, man, being on your shit. And I'm in jail, man. You gotta understand this though, man. This is different. My bro just went out too, so I can really like be straight. And then it's a difference, man. Like we in jail, so you know what I mean, we still doing it. You see, you heard about us. You won't just put anybody on your thing. You see what's going on, man. We getting bigger, man. We be all around. We all around. God in heaven, not like that, man. We all around the world, man. People from different countries be tapping in on this. This ain't fake pages. These people that I'm FaceTiming and talking to, that taking us outside and stuff. And when it be like that, it's like, damn, shit, we locked up physically, but when your mind ain't locked up, you can do anything. That's all I be trying to show people, that you can still do anything, man. This is about my life. This ain't no capping. Man, I don't get on here and just speak, man. On the Who's Who's, man, this started about my life. All that's on there, 100% facts. I ain't putting no more extras or no less than that. And everybody know that. So shit, I guess that's why they fuck with it.
That's what it is. I seen a headline where they said that they thought you had got stabbed and had to be airlifted off of the yard in Adelanto.
Man, look, again, I'm gonna be real. I swear to God, man, everybody, they lied on that whole shit. Bro, look. And I'm gonna talk about it because more people gonna see it. And a party guy, like, I'm done talking about, look, I come out my room, whatever. I fight. I see somebody. Me and him start fighting one on one. I diss. As soon as I diss, I say, fuck a certain hood. I start getting into a fight with more people, whatever. That happened. It was regular shit. I get jumped every day. I jump people every other day, and I get jumped all the time. It was no. After that, we get on the ground. It was no stabbing shit going on. It was none of that shit. That's why people took that just because who it is me. I'm somebody in LA for sure. I know a gang. I know everybody, and I ain't never did no bullshit. So people took that and try to pump it up. Say they stabbed me. Say they airlifted me. I ain't never. Nothing happened. Yeah. Nothing ever happened. I never went to the nurse. That's the thing. I never went to the nurse. Like, the nurse gotta see you for sure when you're on the ground. The nurse gonna see you. Boom. Hey, you all right? Yeah, I'm good. That's it. Again, everybody on the internet, if somebody on the internet getting paid for lying on me, talking about I got airlifted, made a whole story about me. I got airlifted, I got stabbed, all this shit. None of that shit never happened. I got this shit on my face. That's what this song was about. I got the big ass HK on my face. I got an HK on my on the side of my face. I got it. I was with a gang of hoovers. Like, that's the truth. Like, I ain't on here capping. I ain't on here being weird or trying to start shit. I got an HK on my face. I was with some Overs. I came out and told them I got it. I got a cover up. It was a female name. I got that shit covered up. Bop. And when I came out, I told them niggas I got it. They was like, it was good. They left it alone. I go to another yard a year and a half later. I was on that yard for a year and a half with this shit. I go to another yard a year and a half later, come out, run into a gang of people. We start fighting one of them. I start fighting one of them. I was by myself. I start fighting one of them. Like, I looked up, it was like 5-on-1, some shit like that, regular program. Nothing ever happened. Nobody never did nothing wrong to me, or like, I didn't think I was ever like in a situation with life and death. I could have got hurt bad, none of that shit. It was none of that. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't how they made it seem. They made it seem that they said somebody airlifted me. Nobody airlifted me. That sound real bad. That sound like somebody got at me. Nobody didn't get at me. Son. Nobody didn't get at me. Hey, it's my crime me too. Kilo, Debunking. Hey, Camo, Bloods, I'm on the thing.
Okay.
Hey, this is my crime me, Cam. I don't give a fuck. He don't like being on the shit. Oh, fuck. Debunking, dude. Is.
What up, man? How's it going?
It's Cam Capone, the ELB. So, hey, you said what?
I just said what up.
Hey, yeah. Hey, I'm sending that shit over there. Or what?
How many fights have you been in over your tattoo? And can I see your tattoo? Can I see it? I really can't see it.
Well, yeah. Can you see my shit? I'm not in the light, so, but I got the whole shit over here. I got all this shit on the side of my face. It's an HK. So, how many fights I got in? It's crazy because I got it at High Desert, regular, getting some shit covered up. I got it. I only got it to that shit over it. I only got it to that big shit over it. That's just crazy because I'm in the pen. I'm in the pen, but I was running to all type of hooligans and shit, but I only got it to that one thing over it. Now where I'm at, it's like it's none of them. So that's what's really going on. Like I said, I keep it real. Again, I ain't around none of them. So that's another thing. So I ain't gonna make it seem like nobody ain't tripping on me and none of that shit on everything I love. I'm just not around none of them. You know what I mean? So it's a narrative, make it seem like, oh, he just got this shit. Nobody ain't on him and none of that shit. I ain't go sit here and just lie and shit. I'm not around none of them. It's people on the internet saying, man, he got this, he's still in there with it. With you, I ain't around none of them. So, I don't want to make it ever look like I be lying on shit. Like I'm just doing shit.
Okay, I hear you. You know what? What's your first life or death situation that you come across in the streets?
My first life or death situation. Shit. It's crazy when, like, my first life and death situation. Like, shit, basically, like, in me going to jail, that was a life and death situation. Shit, that took a gang of years from me. That's a life and death situation. But that I guess everything that you've been through, like, make you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know we've probably been based on one thing, this whole conversation, but shit, man, we in jail right now. Shit, everything we've been through, make it shit. We ain't let none of this shit stop us or whatever. We just trying to keep it going. Man, we got our channel going crazy. Man, you reached out to us, seeing what's going on. Man, we usually be on here. It's kind of off because we usually be on here. We usually be popping. I ain't no camera person. I just started getting on camera 2 months ago. I ain't no camera person. I ain't one of these new ever, like, get on here and doing all this shit. And so when I usually get on here and it just be me, vibe out, eat, blow it down. You know what I'm saying? Talk about people. We know everybody. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving no passes to nobody. If you did bad shit, we own you. You know what I mean? We got the channel going crazy. Everybody hating on us. You know what I'm saying? You got motherfuckers lying. We ain't doing no lying. That's how we rap this up. We ain't doing no lying on there. You know what I mean? how that shit really started happening because they was trying to figure out who be lying. Because everybody be getting up on here lying. You got 4 Extra be lying about shit. You got Expo be on here capping, lying about shit. They talking about he just wrote it up for anyways. You know what I'm saying? We get on ours, we speaking figure facts. You know what I mean? Everybody really be capping. You got people talking too much, talking about people cases. You asked me something. Remember earlier you asked me shit about the whole 600 thing. Like I don't know about situations like that. The whole souls is really shit that I've been through, shit that my bro been through. Like, you know what I mean? We don't want to say stuff that we think unless it's for sure. Unless I'm really 100% positive, I'm like, for sure, that happened. He that type of person. Put that out there. Man, that page ain't about to just speak. We ain't just speaking on other people. We can't do that, man. That's bad shit. We can't just do that. I mean, we gangbangers. It's just a difference. Like when gang members get on here and be just lying and putting people business out there than regular civilians. Regular civilians can do whatever they want to do. You get what I'm saying? You get your money, you do your thing. You're a civilian. But when gangbangers do it, you got niggas, you got people like Munchie. He get on here and just speak on shit. That's all that's just bad. You can't just get on here. You can't get on here and just say what you think. You throwing false shit out there and all that. That ain't good. He got 600 in them. Big U in them in his mouth and all that. You can't talk about people cases when you still gangbang. Cam, you can do it. You the peoples. You know what I'm saying? You good people. You're a podcaster. You got your shit going. But when you gangbang, there's certain stuff that you aren't supposed to talk about. You're only supposed to be on here lying. On no internet. I'm on the 4 yard. Niggas ain't letting that happen. So that's it. It's kind of off because we really usually me and bro get on here, we blow it down. I ain't no camera person. You know what I mean? I'm from different lanes though.
Okay, how'd you get your name?
I got my name from I'm Bay Brazy. Shit, it's 3 of us. My big homie used to rap. He rest in peace. I got my name from him. He used to low-key, like he was in the family. He was in the family, so my name was really Lil Acta. That's my name was really Lil Acta at first when I was little. Big Brazy gave me the little baby Brazy name, so you know what I mean. He was already in the streets. Everybody knew him. Like the generation above me used to look up to him, I say look up to him, but play his little music and stuff. Like he a little, you know what I'm saying? He the one. So I just came up under that.
Besides 4 Extra, have you ever been locked up with anybody that's famous that we might know?
Yeah, I've been locked up with 4 Extra got famous. 4 Extra got. Hey Cam, want me keep it 100 on here, or this some shit that if I keep it 100, you gonna start clipping and clapping. Look, this thing about that. Look, 4 Extra got famous off low key capping. He capped to y'all on Jesus Christ. I'm gonna keep it real with you. He got famous off cap. Like yeah, he acted, but he got famous off capping to y'all saying that he did a gang of stuff. Like he said he did that with me. That all that stuff how it happened, it didn't happen. But he is active. Him and Expo capping. They capping him. It really wasn't beefing. But anyways, famous people I've been locked up with. Who I say is famous. I was locked up with I think.
Why do you say 4 Extras capping?
I say he capping because he ain't catching 10 fades. He ain't catching 10 fades unless everybody in your dorm, all the Crips in your dorm is busters. If you catch 10 fades, everybody in your dorm, the rest of them is bad because you don't supposed to let in the county your homie don't supposed to catch a gang of fades. Like if you can catch 2 fades or whatever, that's regular. Like man, I could be like, man, I'm pressing like I'm catching my 2 fades, whatever. But man, catching 10 fades is ridiculous. You capping. Him and Expo was beeping. They was in the tank together. That was from that like that shit is serious. They was capping. Do it for the next. Say he beat me up. That was cap. That's why I say he was capping. I'm gonna get on there and tell the truth. I'm in jail though, so they try to say I'm clout chasing. Man, I already caught up. Now I'm the clout. Shit. Nah, man, that's what I'm about, man. It's the old soul. Let me see. Let me fix this so I can see your face, see how you looking. Oh yeah. Nah, man, this is about, man. It's the old soul. I just had it on bed so I can see you the whole time.
Oh, okay.
All right, man, this is about. It's the old soul. This will be going on. You know, I really don't be on the camera like that, so that's why it's like this. But for the last 2 months, man, it's just been going crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. We everywhere. Bro, we tapping in people from Iceland. We all day Brazil. All type of different countries tapping in on us. And people from state to state, every state, we tapping on every state. So we got to be doing something right. You get what I'm saying? We in jail. Anybody can't just do it. They act like it's just easy. Everybody get on this internet and do all that shit, like do all this extra shit. We got to be doing something right. You know what I'm saying? The end goal is to try to go home, though. But just know we doing something right because we got everybody tuned in, and it ain't like they hating on us. We got 80% of the people be tuned in on us saying, man, they rocking with the whole soul.
That's what it is. Okay. Oh, you were gonna expand on people we might know that you've been locked up with.
Yeah, I said, yeah, I ran into Drakeo. I was locked up with Ralphie. Man, him used to play cards. I was in the same building with Drakeo right before. He was in the cell with Kit. He was in the cell with Roz. They went to High Power together or something like that. Right before he went home or something. So yeah.
Okay, now I think I seen you mention that like Drakeo was having problems in jail. Like a lot of the blood dudes was on him.
Yeah, shit. I now that it's over, yeah, I guess over his little case or whatever. He had his little case or whatever. He was in there, and he really didn't gangbang. So like I said, people would take advantage of that type shit.
Okay, how many phases do you think Drakeo had to run when he was in there?
Drakeo ran a gang of phase. For me that I know, I just know like I just know one of them, my homie came back. He got down with him at Vision, like try to get at him at Vision, and somebody else. I knew some other shit. He got down with somebody from Hoover or something. He got on somebody from Hoover. He got on somebody from families. He got down with somebody from Hoover. But yeah, he was in there. He used to fight a gang of people because, like I said, he a non-affiliate. That means he wasn't really gangbanging, but he was messing with people, but he didn't gangbang though. Like, be real, he didn't gangbang.
Okay, so you locked up with Drakeo. You know, he's kind of a big rapper at the time. You know, like, is he holding it down? Like, he's not turning down no fades?
It's crazy because, man, just because he rest in peace and shit, it ain't like I'm just lying. He was doing this thing, man. I respect him because, man, you know what I mean? When you a non-affiliate, which his crime partner was a Crip. His crimees is Crips. So they not protected, but they got they group, they homies and shit. Drakeo was like a non-affiliate, so when he goes somewhere, like he can really get 5 fades. He the type of person that can really get ran with 5 fades. If a Crip or a Blood can't get ran 5 fades unless you get caught like slipping somewhere. Drakeo can go anywhere and then they can ran him 5 fades if they wanted to. But when he go places, he catches little fights everywhere he go. He for sure when he go in there, he gonna get into a fight just because he had everybody against it. But I respect him because shit, you know, he got out that situation, man. He never PC'd up, and he never let.
Damn. Okay.
He done been in shit though. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like certain shit that I know that he done been in. He done been in situations where a gang of people, and like tapped out of.
Okay. What do you mean by tapped out?
like a gang of people that went like PC or like left from like the situation he didn't been in, like, so that's just it. That's why I respected it. Like, you know what I mean? So he was not affiliated. He could have went PC. He could have got off the line.
You mentioned being locked up with Soulja Boy.
Oh yeah, I was locked up with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy, he was in high power, so we used to go to visiting together. You know, we all come out, go to visiting, and shit. That was really how I was locked up with him. I used to come out. We used to, cause he go to high power because high power is like basically like the police be escorting you and all that shit because you famous. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. Like it's really PC, but it's GP and high power. Regular people being high power too, but high power is really like some PC shit because the police be walking with you all the time and all that, like too deep and all that. Like you can't do nothing. You in high power. You walking with the police. You chained up, stuff like that. Anyways, when he come to jail, Soulja Boy, he go to high power. He go to high power because he famous and because whatever other situation. I was in high power for a stabbing. Fucking, I went to high power. I seen Soulja Boy, and me and him, we used to go to visit together, see females and stuff like that. So, yeah, I used to run into him. He used to tell me that's like when I ran into him when we was walking to visiting. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, man, Soulja Boy. He like, man, what's up? You know, he gang bang whatever, say where he from and shit. We go in the cage to see our people, and it was just like that.
Okay. So Soulja Boy didn't have to catch no fades when he was in jail.
Nah, Soulja Boy can't catch no fades when he come to the county. Soulja Boy can't never say he caught fades in the county because he can't. He go to high power. He be programming by himself and he go to jail. Again, that's the reason why I said I respect Drakeo because he was going to the county. He was catching his little fades. He was catching his little fades, and he had not affiliated. Soulja Boy would have ran with some blood, so he would have he wouldn't have had it bad from the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, but fucking Ralphie, I didn't see Ralphie do his little thing, fight too. Ralphie done been in there, non-affiliate little fight, squabbled up. Ralphie done been in there, squabbled up a little, you know what I'm saying? I done seen him do his thing. I used to play him in poker. I became cool. I became cool with him, and I speak cool on him because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like they cool people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, little Drakeo shit, I know him from the streets. It ain't like that. Like, you know, I just don't, my enemies, like, just because somebody else's enemies don't mean they your enemies. You know, a gang of people don't get along with somebody don't mean that you just don't get along with them. You gotta give me a reason. But anyways, I knew them people. I was in jail. I was on the street with them, and I ended up going to jail, being with him. Ralphie, that was the last one I was with, was Ralphie. Ralphie asked, I ran into Catchy too, the one that they be rapping about, their brother. I ran into him too, but yeah, I was with him for a minute too.
How'd you meet Drakeo on the streets?
Drakeo on the streets, man, it's crazy because, man, the first time I seen him, I was at a club. I was with my bro. I was with my bro GB. They was supposed to. Some people was supposed to perform. I think RJ was RJ. RJ was supposed to perform. So my bro got me through the back door. I went up there with my people, my homies, some females. Man, we get up there and we on the side. We on the side of the building because they saying some they saying the bad peoples was in there. They saying some enemies was in a party. So I'm like, man, it was at like Secret Center. Yeah, it was at 33 Lives and some shit. But the people they saying some enemies was in there too. So I was on the side of the thing waiting with like some females and homies telling them like, man, all right, we just gonna go in or whatever. And shit, when I came before we went in, we seen a group of people coming walking in the middle of the street. It was like him, Pac-Man. It was all of them. It was all of them. Cause it was at least, I swear to God, it was like 10 deep. They was like 10 deep. And when they all was already on their tip or whatever. They was all already like on alert because I guess something just happened in the club. So you know, they was all like, you know, had they things out or whatever. They was all tripping like, man's trying to see what's going on. So they walking in the middle of the street. I'm with my boy and my you know, the whole little group I'm with, and just so happened we knew one of them, and my nigga I was with knew one of them, knew Pac-Man and shit. So when they walked up on this, Draco walked up first, and he was just like, man, what's the deal? Like, with you, woo? You know, like trying to see who he was. Cause it was like, it was only like 3 boys and like 3 girls, but it was a pack of them. It was a pack of them came out. So they finally figured out who he was or whatever, and shit, they got on. That's the first time I seen him. That's the first time I seen him in person right there. He was with a group of people up, and I was asking him what's up with my other boy, what's up with Roz, and shit. They got on. They told me it's a gang of people in the club. Shit, we went in the club and they got on. That was that. After that, I just started running into him in traffic. I just run into him in traffic. You know, regular. We from LA. He wasn't really all the way popping like he got cracking when he got out of jail. He was in the streets for sure. But when he got out of jail, that's when he got all the way cracking. You know, jail low key boost you. That's just like, I get out of jail right now, I be on. Can't I get out of jail right now? I take over all that shit. The whole LA, all that shit, all of it would be under the who's for sure. That's a fact. And I be on. I be rich. I got everybody in my DM, my bro DM. We around them but rich people. Man, you know what I'm saying? This shit been 2 months. We rubbing elbows with people like, you know, some people we can't even put their name out there. We don't want to because, you know, what we got going on is a crazy podcast. We right there exposing. Some people hate us, but 80% of the people love it. But we rubbing elbows with some people. We around some people, you know what I'm saying? And it take people years to even get a certain amount of subscribers. That shit easy. We don't get on here and do nothing but just speak on the truth and us. But shit.
Okay, that's what it is, man. Yeah, you guys been doing your thing for sure. We kind of touched on your name, on getting your name. So you got your name from your big homie?
Yeah, I got my name from my big homie. My big homie was a rapper. He was a dope ass rapper. Shit, he was rapping. He was like a known blood rapper. From a lot of people knew him too. Like, everybody listened to his music. East Coast, all that shit. Like, I mean, like New York and all that shit. Like, I be talking to my people from New York that's a little older than me. He would say he grew up off that. You know, like all them little states up there. Then grew up off of. He just gave me my name. He was a gang member in this generation. He ran all this little generation low key. So shit, I just went up under.
What were some of the good times you had growing up? You know, we talk a lot about a lot of the negative, but what are some good times you had?
Man, my life is still good times. Shit, growing up, really growing up. Man, I got a sister. I got 2 sisters. Shit, I got 2 sisters. One of my sisters just passed away right now. You know, it's always Little Red. Rest in peace, my baby sister. She just passed away from cancer and shit. Like, that's my little sister. They just had a big old funeral for her and all that. She was like LA. Everybody knew her from LA. But man, I had my good times, man. Me just spending it with my family and stuff. Man, shit. I got a gang of kids in my life, nieces and nephews, boys. I got my kids, like boys, girls. Shit. You know, I deal with my family a lot. I'm the only boy in my family. I got 2 sisters and a mom, and they got kids and shit like that. Like, I'm really the only boy in my family, so, you know, they gotta get at me through everything and shit like that. But shit.
Okay.
That's it, really.
Is that your only whack-out that you got?
Yeah, that's the only shit. Yeah, that's the only disrespectful shit I got. I got a gang of shit whacked out on me, like C's and H's and shit like that. Like, but this what I got. I got this on my shit, and
was there a reason, or was there a motivation for that tattoo? Like,
I really only reason I can't show you because like if I go like this, you ain't gonna be able to see it.
Oh, I can see it. You can see it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got this shit on my on my shit. It wasn't a motivation. I was gonna get something else. I really just got I got a cover up. It was somebody's name. It was a name. I had a name right here, and I'm like, I'm gonna get it covered up. The homie said he was gonna cover it up with something else, and I'm just like, nah. I just put the HK on my shit. So I just left it like that. Like, I knew right then I do that. It was gonna be a gang of shit. You know, shit comes with shit. But at that time, I was just like, whatever. I just got it. And now I'm in this situation. Shit, that happened to me on the yard. I didn't get arrogant though. That's for sure. When you get on this internet, you speak on shit, man. You just gotta get on here. That's why I'm glad I hollered at you. I'm hollered at you and shit. Like, you know, more people see it. Shit. You don't just get on here and just say what you think and none of that shit or go off somebody's story. It's like a gang of people reposting that I got airlifted and shit. None of that shit never happened. But you know, I let the internet talk. I ain't tripping. Shit, I'm doing good. I make money. I'm in the background. I'm in jail. Shit, nobody can't tell me nothing what to do. You know what I mean?
Like, what's the wildest story you seen about yourself besides that one?
That one was that, man. I done been in real riots. That's the shit. That's the wild one. That was some blacks, regular fights, some enemies. I done been in riots with Hispanics and shit, nigga. That's serious. That regular little hood stuff is regular programming. Man, we been in riots with other races and shit. Man, that's your life can get took in that shit. So, you know, that's really more serious to me than that.
What's your take with the LA podcasting scene going on? It's kind of popping right now, you know. Even though Loose Cannon and Brick Baby are fighting their case, you know, there's a few people who is popping.
Shit, I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's what made me get on there. I know Brick Baby. I don't know Loose Cannon, but I know Brick Baby, and I know a gang of other people that's on this shit. And a gang of them was be lying on here. So really, me and my boy was sitting back and we were just like, the people is the people get you paid and all that. The people is what we mean by when we say the people is like, I mean, the people that watch this shit, people that get you paid, the people that like you, your fans and your haters, all that shit. You don't supposed to be lying to them people. You don't supposed to be lying to these people, especially if you're a gamer here. Them LA podcasters and shit, they was lying for a long time. Then we came out, look at Spider Low, look at all these little LA podcasters shit. But they was on here lying. They was on here lying, man, and shit. We got on here, we just be exposing people. Really, we be on LA scene. We be on our LA people because we know you. It's easy to find out what's really going on with you, and we saying if you bullshit or not. That's it. And that shit just blew up, Cam.
Now, I believe at one point you had to stop, or they made you stop for a while, or can you talk? Is that something you could talk about? Or
no. One point somebody told on me. I swear to God, man, I ain't even gonna lie. I was getting into it, motherfuckers, and I think I know who it was, but they was calling up here, telling on me and bro every day. They was calling up here, and you know. That's what happened. The police did they job, but shit, they was sending me the text message to my DM and stuff of them calling the police and doing all that weird ass shit. Like, that's crazy. People hate on you from jail. They on the streets with their family. They hate on me from jail. They called in on me and then sending the DMs sending the pictures of the screenshots to my DM and them sending the shit to here though. I swear to God, Cam, man, we so cracking, man, that people will be trying to extort us for money. Call DM, like putting that right in our cash app, saying, man, send them to first it went from like $75-$50 a day, and then they said send them $200 a day. Man, there'd be crazy shit going on. They be calling up here talking about, they be calling in on this, talking about they gonna call the people unless we pay them.
Oh,
man,
damn.
everything I love, man. It's when, you know, we're in jail, so people want to try to take advantage of us and shit. But, man, on my mama, I posted it. People was writing me saying that they was going to call. And bro, they going to call up here unless we was paying $50 a day. Then when we said no, They went to 200 a day. They said pay us 200 a day, or they gonna keep calling. They start sending the DMs sending the messages and them going back and forth with the people to our shit, DMing it to us. Man, I swear to God, 200 a day, man. We ain't never got 200 a day.
Damn.
Man, that shit crazy as hell.
That's cold work right there, man.
Yeah, man. So you know how people is. You said that you talking about the LA podcast, but then you got whack of blood and shit. You know what I mean, he cool, but how everybody be feeling, how all of us be feeling and shit. He just be on the Crips. He only figure out shit with the Crips. Man, this LA shit, this shit is serious, man. It's a team of us and shit. You get what you get with it. That it's just a program. Ain't none of us bigger than it. You know what I mean? I ain't bigger than no program or nothing. I ain't gonna get on here acting like I'm just big and bad. I ain't bigger than no program. You know what I mean? Whack just getting off course or whatever. Shit, my boys, well, at least the big homies is calling in on me and telling me this is not. Let me say this too, because I know I'm about to be on here. With the situation with Whack is this. It's just simple. This is not just for me. This is my older homies and shit. My superiors are saying this. Like, they saying that like, man, they own him. Like, man, it ain't good for some reason. I don't know whatever the fuck reason it is, but we gonna keep it real. We gonna keep it real. My big homies really came up. They told me this, to be on this too. Like, the ones that's really for show run shit, they told me when I ever do get this chance to really let people know that. You know what I'm saying? Again, I ain't about to get into a whack and beef a whack over this shit, because I got my shit and I don't want nobody to be calling the police on me or doing no weird shit. But my big homies for sure told me to do this when I get on here. Make sure that the peoples know, that everybody know that it ain't like he run no bloods or he no facing no bloods or none of that shit. Or whatever he got going on, they want him to come go over there and figure that shit out with them or whatever. So yeah, that's that. All these other LA podcasters, they really ain't. I touched certain bases. Brick Baby was one of the ones that he was right there with Cripback. Oh yeah, this is another how I went crazy. Everybody was on me. They was saying I was right there when Cripback caught all in phase and he didn't fight back and none of that shit. Brick Baby was right there with him. They both had a podcast when I looked up, acting like they was both super gangbangers and some shit like that. They got put on the Who's Who's. On L's.
What do you see as like the future of Who's Who's? Like, how are you going to keep it going? What's the plan?
Man, we're gonna keep it going because the future is it, man. I ain't even gonna lie. It ain't gonna always be negative, but mind you, is this. It's who's everywhere, man. It's people from New York hitting me and bro. It's people from every state hitting us right now saying, man, we got who's out here. It's bad people's out here. Man, let us start this out here. It ain't gonna never stop. People ain't gonna never stop. People ain't gonna never stop exposing people and wanting to expose shit. You get what I'm saying? It's always somebody in the background, and it's something always happening. So people people ain't gonna never stop when they expose people. Man, the future is shit. We might just have the who's cracking everywhere because they tapping in on us. They saying it like, man, it's people like me in other states. It's gang members that's really like, you know what I'm saying, that be on their shit in other states and stuff, and they like, man, they want to put shit out there. People be faking and this that. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I
don't know what's the future might bring, man. I ain't even know this was gonna happen, man. It only been 2 months, bro. It been 2 months, man. We be on radio stations, man. We be at the table with the peoples. I'm telling you, man. We around about to be able to sign somebody to like big record shit. They on this. I swear to God, man. Nothing I be saying is cap. None of that shit. Like shit, man. It's up, man. We be at the table with the people. Everybody watch it. Everybody watch it. I don't know why, man. It's just authentic. Everybody watching the shit. It is what it is. Whatever happened with it though, I feel like, man, shit, we did our thing. Shit, it is. I mean,
That's what it is, man. You do got it going. You know, you're definitely doing a lot of views for only being around 2 months. I mean, you know, people are definitely tuned in, man. I'm looking forward to what you guys got coming up, man. It's definitely good. It's definitely getting bigger for you guys, for sure.
Exactly, man. Thank you, man. Shout out to you, man. You guys get on the show and shit. And you know, it's my bro birthday, man. My bro King Miller from the feet, man. For everything. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to get up on here. You put some show bounce on. Vibe. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. Shout out to the Who's, man. We cracking. Me just at the top, shit, for sure.
That's what it is, man. I appreciate you taking the time.
All right, man. Cam, man. Tap in on me, man. You already know. Just get at me.
All right, that's what it is, for
Shout
sure.
out to the Who's.
All right, bro.
Yeah.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.